still in the Boston lineup in Boston Garden early in the year. The Bulls lost the game to Boston the night that Michael Jordan was out of the lineup. The matchups tonight probably this way: Pippen and Bird, Pinckney and Grant, Parrish and Cartwright, Bagley and Paxson and Jordan. The officials assigned by the NBA: Earl Strom in his final season, Blaine Reichelt, and Jim Capers. Wonder if they'll have a night for Earl in all the arenas like they did Kareem last year.
I would doubt it. You know, Jimmy Rogers had to be a busy man today. I know he's probably spent all day watching his son, who was a quarterback for the University of Iowa, against Illinois today, and that was an unhappy finish for Iowa.
Well, he was here in person last weekend watching him at Northwestern.
Matt Rogers.
Boston winning last night at home against Milwaukee. The Bulls winning last night here against Cleveland in overtime. Parrish and Cartwright, Capers to deliver. Pippen in a race for the ball, beats Bird to it, but then forced the shot, and Boston comes back with it. Here's Bagley. 16 assists last night for the Celtics. First time really for him to play with a good club. Bagley against Paxson, 10 on the shot clock. Jordan on Bird. Quick feed into Jim Paxson for the layup. Larry Bird, a super pass, and Jim Paxson puts Boston up 2-0. Horace Grant against Pinckney with the hook. Horace Grant, who had 17 last night, ties the game. Bagley runs the show for the Celtics. Bird in the left corner, steps up, feeds Pinckney. Missed on the drive. Parrish the rebound. No travel. The foul is called. Count the hoop. And Robert Parrish going for a three-point play.
Everybody looked a little stunned when Pinckney went underneath, got the ball, missed it, and then a good fake up in the air to get Horace off his feet. And big 7-foot Robert Parrish from Centenary knocks the ball in. Big, strong center. You know, does not get the credit, I think, Jim. I think he's really, really tough.
I do, too. Bulls down 3. Here's Scottie Pippen on the drive. Beats Pinckney in on Bird. Ran into a dead end and lost it out of bounds. Scottie got under the backboard.
He's had 2 shots now and really didn't have control of either one.
Jim Paxson hounded by Jordan. Bird has it shy of the timeline. Little flip to Parrish to beat the 10-second count. Jim Paxson against Pippen. Bird against Jordan. Bagley against John Paxson. Bird the rebound. Chopped away by Pippen to Jordan. Wraparound move by Michael. Then he loses it to Bagley at the timeline. Boston back in transition, and there's Bird with a half hook. Larry Bird's first 2 points, and the Celtics go up 7-2. The Bulls trying to get something out of their set offense this trip. Jordan for 3. The rebound is tipped in by Grant. Horace Grant on the tip in. A 3-point Celtics lead. Jim Paxson hounded by Jordan. Bird against Pippen. Bird working on Pippen one-on-one. Hits the fadeaway. Larry Bird with the last 4 points for Boston.
Makes a great move. He leans into you a little bit, makes contact, then backs away, and has great balance shooting that shot.
Last night against Milwaukee, he was 10 for 17. Pippen from the outside. Scottie Pippen's first 2 tonight. The Bulls are within 3. Paxson pressing Bagley. And Pippen dives at the ball, but Bagley still ends up with it. Jim Paxson open. Tip stop at Pinckney.
Well, it's been all Celtics.
The Bulls really gambling defensively, and it's cost him on occasion on the offensive glass. Pippen the pull-up. Scottie Pippen has drilled his last 2.
Well, his first 2, he was not in balance at all, but those 2 jumpers, he was squared up.
Screen roll, Bird and Parrish. Bird's fadeaway shot. Rebound, Cartwright. The Bulls trying something in transition. Here's Jordan ahead of the pack. And the Boston lead is 1. Jim Paxson pressured by Jordan. I think it's safe to say, John, that early in the game, the Bulls' intensity level defensively much better than last night.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Bird from outside, book it. Larry Bird with 6.
When we got here today, Jim, a good 2.5 hours before the game, who was out there ahead of us shooting?
Same guy who's always out there.
Larry Bird.
Michael Jordan against Jim Paxson. 8:10 left opening quarter. Missed steal Paxson. Jordan with 12 to shoot. Shoots over Jim Paxson. Wild cleared by Parrish. Bird brings it down and runs the show. Bagley with the ball. Here's Jim Paxson on the drive. Jordan knocks it away to Grant. Ahead to Pippen. Scotty on the push. Pull-up shot on Bird. Nope, and Larry Bird the rebound. Bagley delivers the ball, and Cartwright a steal of a pass intended for Parrish. Again, the Bulls trying to get the running game going. Scotty to the hoop, scoop that one in. Nice feed by Jordan. The Boston lead is 1. Bagley runs the show. Jim Paxson with it. 12 to shoot. Bird flips the pass to Parrish. The little shot in the lane is in. Robert Parrish with 5. Boston getting great shots here. John Paxson launches a 3. Rebound Bird. Long outlet to Parrish, and Cartwright knocks it to the floor. Grabbed by Paxson. Bill Cartwright, a great hustle play. Pax feeding Jordan, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulls, and timeout taken with 6:55 left in the quarter. Boston owns a 3-point lead, 15-12. This copyrighted program presented by the authority of the NBA and the Chicago Bulls. It is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written permission of the NBA, the Bulls, and WGN-TV is prohibited. Some stuff early in this game, Johnny Kerr.
Right, Michael went inside of Bird underneath his arm and then over the top of the rim to put it through, but the Celtics 15-12.
Full court pressure by the Bulls. Scottie Pippen has gone to the dressing room with Mark Feil, and Charles Davis is in the lineup.
I think they said it was a slight grind pull, which he's had all during training camp, but it really hasn't bothered him enough to put him down. They're going to try to wrap it and get him back in the game.
Bird over Davis. Cartwright the rebound. Michael Jordan back on the push. Paxson dumps into Horace Grant. His shot over Pinckney, and a foul on Ed Pinckney. The first foul of the game against Boston, and Horace Grant to shoot 2.
Now Pax flips the ball in, and a good move by Horace. He went hard to the middle and came back down the side and got fouled by Pinckney. You know, Pinckney starts here, Jim, and they'll probably end up, McHale probably end up get the 6th man award again. But if you look next to his name after every game, you'll probably see 43 minutes, 45 minutes.
Kevin McHale, as you mentioned, 2 years in a row won the 6th man award in the NBA. Earlier in his career, Horace Grant after his 6th point of the quarter. Pinckney grabs the rebound. 15-13 Boston. The Bulls with half-court trapping defense trying to take the Celtics out of it, and they just throw on ahead to Pinckney for a dunk. 17-13. Boston, this veteran ball club, able to execute against this gambling defense of the Bulls. Charles Davis pops free. Robert Parrish the rebound and throws the outlet pass out of bounds. So the Bulls have it on the Celtics turnover.
Now this is what happened to Bulls last year, trying to get used to Cartwright. If that was Dennis Johnson, he would have come back to the Chief to get that outlet pass, but he gave a fake back and then broke down the court. You must play with players, Jimmy, a little time before you know what they're doing.
Paxson off the drive. A hand to Cartwright, and he's fouled. Bird with the foul, his first.
Good move underneath by Pax. He ran into Parrish and was able to dish the ball off. So now Pinckney leaves, McHale comes in, Paxson hits the bench, and B.J. Armstrong will be on the court.
Say, fans, Tuesday night the Pistons are here. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls magnet schedule courtesy of Coca-Cola. Then on November 11th, the Supersonics are in, and the first 1,500 kids 12 years of age and under will receive a Jordan Bird electronic game courtesy of Tiger Electronics. For ticket availability, call 312-902-1919. Cartwright trying to salvage one at the line, and he does. The Boston lead is 3. Jim Paxson to bring it up.
Well, we didn't see this at all. Bulls full court pressure.
Right out of the box, the Bulls have extended the defense tonight. Here's Bagley against B.J. Armstrong. Bird feeding inside, and Jordan a steal. Horace Grant up with a loose ball. The Bulls down, trying to cut it to 1. Charles Davis on the drive against Bird, all the way to the hoop. Shooting and draws the hole.
Move by Charles Davis. Old CD came down the middle. Drew the foul on Bird. Bird's second foul. Oh, he drove in the Valley of the Giants there. McHale took a swipe at the ball at 6'11", but Bird reached in and grabbed him, and Charles Davis in for Scotty. Knocks it in, tries for a three-point play. Nice play.
CD could tie the game. He does with 5:32 left in the quarter. Here's Bagley. Being guarded by Armstrong. Armstrong got rubbed off on Kevin McHale, and the foul is whistled on B.J. Armstrong.
He's got caught, Jimmy. Armstrong gets caught like that in the preseason, running along and getting that little bump foul. He's either got to get out of the way or get in front of that man.
Somebody needs to tell him that pick's coming.
Yeah.
Bagley feeds inside to Jim Paxson, who is fouled going for the hook. Foul on Charles Davis. Scottie Pippen returning.
He's walking on here behind us.
The Bulls with 3 team fouls. Jim Paxson in that post-up position got that hook shot up. The toughest job tonight. Jim Paxson Sr. and his wife are here. Mom and Dad watching Jim and John Paxson play. Both free throws good by Jim Paxson. And the Celtics lead is 19-17.
Yep.
Armstrong plays it into Grant against McHale. Armstrong has it against Bagley. Back into Grant. 12 to shoot. Horace low post to the right and off the ball. A 3-second call against the Bulls. It's on Bill Cartwright.
Worked too hard that time. Horace going to find out, and he knows he's got a tougher job because McHale does not leave his feet very easily. He's got those long, gangly arms.
The Celtics a 2-point lead in the ball. Parrish out high. Over the top to McHale, thrown away, and a foul called on Horace Grant.
We tried to clear out that side, and Horace Grant coming across the lane is behind him. Now he gets in front of McHale. As the ball came over, Michael was there to get it, but now Stacey King will come in for Horace Grant. Horace picked up that second foul.
14 fouls on the Bulls. Bagley with it. Jim Paxson lobs into McHale against Stacey King. Paxson open from 20. Rebound fight, Cartwright. Armstrong pushing. Pippen off the drive. Can't get the floater to go, and Kevin McHale the read. Jordan steal. Scottie Pippen ahead to Jordan. Michael for the dunk.
Good hands by Michael. That caused it, Jimmy.
That ties the game at 19.
Bulls really alert here on defense now.
They really are. Here's Bagley. Change of direction move. Dumps into McHale. Half hook. Rebound fight won by Parrish. Celtics get another crack at it. Larry Bird in traffic. Now isolated with Pippen. The drop step jumper. Michael Jordan grabs the rebound. The Bulls with a chance at the lead. Jordan takes it baseline. Some drive by Michael Jordan.
Some drive is right.
21-19.
Came down, Jimmy, a full head of steam. Then he hesitated and then put it back.
Here's a steal by Cartwright. Took the ball away from Bagley, but then threw it out of bounds at the timeline, or a foul.
Paxson held him.
Foul on Jim Paxson.
Jim Paxson held Michael so he couldn't break away. When we looked a second ago, Michael made a steal, then it went down to to Scotty. Scotty gave it back to Michael. He slammed it. Now there's going to be a timeout.
With 3:41 left to go in the opening quarter, the Bulls up 2. Later tonight on Channel 9, robbing the bank was easy. It was the getaway that was tough. Tonight at 10:30, Steve McQueen and Ally McGraw, partners in crime for one of Sam Peckinpah's greatest movies, The Getaway. Tonight, 10:30 on Chicago's very own Channel 9. The Bulls have it in play, up 2.
Try to keep an eye on Stacey King and McHale, see how he treats this young rookie.
Here's Jordan isolated with Parrish. Shoots on him. Michael Jordan has 8. Dennis Johnson in the lineup now for Boston. B.J. Armstrong guarding him. Bird against Pippen. Looking for McHale. McHale against King. There's the matchup you wanted to see. Jordan over to help out, and an illegal defense whistled against the Bulls.
Michael was helping, and they called it on Bill. He must have been standing illegal when they started.
So the Celtics with a new 24-second clock.
Like a big team in there now with Reggie Lewis and Dennis Johnson.
Yeah.
Boy.
Jordan guarding Lewis.
They want to go on a rookie. Here's what we talked about.
There's McHale with a jump hook and Cartwright the rebound. Michael Jordan on ahead to Pippen. Off to King, and it's knocked out of bounds by McHale. Good play by Kevin McHale. Let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Channel 9 in Chicago.
Off the inbounds pass. Jordan into King. And shot off the glass, no. And the rebound to Bird. Here come the Celtics back. Reggie Lewis. Dennis Johnson. Plays into McHale. Fadeaway shot. Kevin McHale has Stacey King in his torture chamber. Here's Pippen with a dunk at the other end.
Power dunk. Bulls capitalize. You don't see him do that too often. The Celtics have done that for years. Got a quick hoop right back.
Reggie Lewis having trouble. Jordan stabbing in his dribble. Bird from way outside. Larry Bird has 8.
He's back.
25-23. A 2-point lead for the Bulls this trip, and the pass into King knocked out of bounds by Boston.
Last night, Stacey King ran into Tree Rollins. Tonight he's got McHale. He says, where were these big guys in training camp? I didn't see any of them.
Scottie Pippen off the glass. Pippen with 10. Reggie Lewis on the dribble against Jordan. Now Dennis Johnson feeds Bird. Here's Parrish on screen roll. Rebound Pippen. Here come the Bulls on the run. Pippen lost the handle at the timeline and walked.
He was going to give it a stutter step. Almost looked like a Walter Payton move. He looked over to see Michael, and the ball came up, and it wasn't there.
27-23 Bulls. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Reggie Lewis, who had a big night last night. There's a foul on McHale setting a screen. Kevin McHale off the ball, picks up his first.
Speaking about Walter Payton, Sweetness is here tonight. Michael Jordan comes out and Craig Hodges in, so a small back court, but a good shooting back court for the Bulls.
Armstrong beats Johnson and starts it with Pippen. Cartwright. Armstrong from way outside. B.J. Armstrong nails one wide left, and the Bulls jump to a 6-point lead.
That'll be 7-1-8 next week. That area code.
That's it. Inside, Bird gets the left-hand flip to go. Larry Bird with 10. Scottie Pippen on the drive against Bird. Dumps it for Armstrong. Underneath off to King. The ball loose on the floor. Still loose. Pippen down, and a jump ball is called. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Johnson.
I'll tell you, that little guy was down in there that time. B.J. Armstrong got it. He didn't want to put that ball up. B.J. got it right here. He didn't want to put it up, and McHale just stood there. That's what I said. McHale doesn't leave his feet. And then you got Parrish standing behind him at 7'1".
51.6 seconds left in the opening quarter. Johnson and Pippen, and of course a big height advantage here to the Bulls. Dennis Johnson at 6'3", Pippen at 6'7", and He quick tipped.
He knocked it out of his hand. That shouldn't be a re-jump. That should be the Bulls' ball. He took it right out at belt high.
Pippen tips it, and Cartwright grabs it. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Cartwright high, dumps into King. Shoots on McHale. Can't get the bank. Bird collects the rebound. 35 seconds left. In it goes to McHale. Doubled up. Dennis Johnson's open shot. Rebound fight. Parrish over Cartwright. Lost it out of bounds. It's last touch by Cartwright, says Earl Strong. And with 23.9, no shot clock involved. Dennis Johnson playing for the last shot. B.J. Armstrong guarding him. Bird gets free on Pippen. Inside pass to Reggie Lewis for the layup. Reggie Lewis scores with 7 seconds left. The Bulls lead is 2. Bird a near steal, but Pippen has it. Scotty comes down, takes it on Parrish in for the left, shoots it up. Back in. What an acrobatic shot by Pippen. And Boston throws one the length of the floor at the buzzer. After 1 quarter, the Bulls lead by 4. 31-27. The Bulls have a 4-point lead as we go to the second quarter because Scottie Pippen scored an unbelievable shot.
You talk about a wraparound bank shot. That was, and he had Robert Parrish the Chief all over him. Big Joe Klein comes in now.
Kevin Gamble also in the lineup. Larry Bird out of the lineup. Let's see how they play with Bird on the bench. They keep the veteran Dennis Johnson in there in the backcourt, and Kevin McHale. McHale with King all over him around the perimeter. Into Gamble, guarded by another Iowa guy, B.J. Armstrong, and the foul is on Armstrong. And there's another Iowa guy, Jim Rogers.
He also was an assistant coach when Phil Jackson was at the University of North Dakota.
They're probably watching, right?
Yeah, they were watching last night. The Fighting Sioux. They love it, Jim.
Will Purdue the rebound on the Gamble miss. Let's see if the Bulls can take advantage. Purdue against Klein.
Nobody moving again.
Loose ball foul, Stacey King.
I don't know. I can't understand what when they throw the ball to Will Purdue, they just do not cut. They didn't do it last night.
Dennis Johnson pressured by Armstrong. Reggie Lewis against Craig Hodges. Lewis with a right-hand flip on the run. Klein's tip. Rebound loose in the corner. Saved by Pippen. Armstrong on the break. Shoots the pull-up. Look out. J. Armstrong with 4. And the Bulls go up 6. Kevin McHale in the low post. Dennis Johnson nearly walked. Purdue the rebound. Bulls back in transition again. Armstrong picks it up at the foul line. Pippen on the drive against Gamble. His reverse is a little light. King a near steal. Boy, the Bulls have had some opportunities. They could be up by 10 or 12 here.
Not only missed a shot, he missed Hodges in the corner. If he could have flipped it to him, he might have had a 3.
Klein under pressure gets a jump hook to go. Joe Klein with his first 2 points tonight. 33-29 Bulls. King against McHale. Back into King it goes, and he lost the handle as he tried to drive baseline.
Went up his foot. Yeah.
Cleveland leading in the third at Indiana by 2. Well, maybe that wasn't just something we thought our eyes were deceiving us last night. Here's a loose ball foul on Dennis Johnson.
Loose ball foul. Dennis Johnson, his
first team foul on the Cavs here, on the Celtics here in the second quarter. I was talking about Cleveland last night and how they came in so short-handed, and maybe some guys played over their heads. Well, they're doing it again tonight if that was the case. They're leading at Indiana. And Indiana walloped Atlanta in Atlanta last night. Hodges plays into Pippen low right. His shot on Dennis Johnson rolls off. McHale the rebound. Reggie Lewis back on the dribble. Dennis Johnson shooting from the wing. Joe Klein trying to follow and does. Joe Klein with a couple of hoops here, and the Boston Celtics are within 2.
Wide body Joe Klein. Big guy, doesn't really jump strong, but he takes up an awful lot of room under there.
Scottie Pippen on the drive. There's contact. Missed the shot. He'll shoot 2. Joe Klein on the foul.
This is not Scottie's best way to drive from the left side of the court to the middle. He's got to come back with that right hand, but Joe Klein gave him that body we were just talking about.
Pippen missing the free throw. He's got 12 points in the game, scored 19 last night, didn't shoot well early, and for the game finished 8 for 24. Misses the second one. Boston with a chance to tie or get the lead with a long one. Dennis Johnson up court against Armstrong. Johnson doubled up. Reggie Lewis holding on Hodges. Gamble pressured by Pippen. Gamble on the drive. Pippen knocked it away off Purdue right to McHale, and there it is. Oh! Kevin McHale ties the game. Here's Purdue against Klein. Lefty hook. Rebound Pippen, and Scottie follows it in. Pippen with 14.
Scottie active as I've seen him early in a game, Jimmy.
He really is. You're right. Kevin Gamble at the controls for Boston. Paxson ready to come back for the Bulls. Gamble from the outside. Will Purdue the rebound. DJ Armstrong into the front court. Stacey King in the low post takes it in on McHale, has it blocked out of bounds. In the first 3 games, the first 2 games I should say of the season, Stacey King has had his shot blocked 3 times.
Nice job by the rookie Armstrong. John Paxson comes in now. Charles Davis is going to get back in, and he's going to replace Scottie. Scottie with a great first half so far.
8:05 remaining. 35-33. Bulls a 2-point lead. Hodges against Gamble. There's King against McHale.
Little left hook. There it is.
No shot. Paxson back into King. Wheels on him this time. Comes back with a fadeaway. Off the glass, no, and McHale the rebound. Boston back looking to tie. Gamble on the drive. Pass off to Klein. Boy, Klein's got some moves around the basket we haven't seen. His left-handed shot ties the game. Here's Hodges on the push. Runs into a crowd. Purdue from outside.
You can shoot that.
First 2 points of the year for Will Purdue. .720 remaining. 2-point Bulls lead, and off the ball a foul called. On the Bulls, Stacey King. No, it's on Will Purdue. I'm sorry. Now Bagley returns. Bird comes back. Michael Jordan coming back for the Bulls. Horace Grant coming back.
That whole session, they never did get Craig Hodges set up in the corner. The only time he was set up was when Scottie went underneath, missed a shot. But when he's in there, you've got to look to that corner for him.
Bagley, as Lewis slipped, lost the momentum of the play, but McHale trying to finish it. Klein steals from Jordan and scores. Joe Klein has 8.
It's made all just little layups, but we talked about the wide body, and he puts it up, doesn't he?
Klein had 8 last night. Michael Jordan against Reggie Lewis. Paxson steps free. John Paxson's first 2 points tonight.
I don't know who the heaviest guy in the league this year is, but Joe Klein, they list him at 271. That's a lot.
Probably Eaton at about 290.
And you don't even notice it.
McHale walks out of the double team, dumps it under to Lewis, and Reggie Lewis gets the shot to go. I meant that literally. He walked out of that double team. Paxson trying to get a post. Started with Purdue. His shot over Klein missing. Horace Grant trying to save, and does in the corner.
This is the first second shot the Bulls have had in a long time.
Here's Jordan dumping to Grant. Michael shoots from the corner.
Flat.
Horace Grant deflects to Purdue. Purdue back up over McHale. He cleared out, said Earl Strom, with his free arm on Kevin McHale. Timeout taken, Bulls. Exactly 6 minutes left in the half. And this one's tied at 39. Bullseye Magazine, the official magazine of the Bulls. Subscribe today by sending a check or money order for $30 to Bullseye. 7144 North Harlem Avenue, Chicago 60631. Or charge it on your Visa or MasterCard by calling toll-free 800-225-9500, extension FAN. Will Purdue whistled for the offensive foul. The ruling is that he cleared out, and he did, on Kevin McHale of that half hook.
Good camera work, Arnie. Good catch.
Here's Bagley running the show for the Celtics. Boston with a chance at the lead. Joe Klein swings to Bagley. A pass back, knocked back to him, but now Bird has it on Charles Davis. What a hook by Larry Bird. That's 12 points for Bird, and the Celtics are up 2. Michael Jordan swings to Paxson. In goes to Cartwright. Cartwright against Klein. Comes across the lane with a hook. Rimming, no. And the rebound is Joe Klein, but a loose ball foul called. And it's against the Bulls.
Loose ball foul on Charles Davis.
Charles Davis with his second foul, and 4 team fouls against the Bulls in the second quarter. John Bagley coming into the front court for the Celtics. Bagley against Paxson. Quick drive, kicks to Bird. Got bumped, no call. Missed the hook. Rebound, Jordan. Saves to Horace Grant. The Bulls down, looking to tie. Cartwright against Klein. Squares up and fires. Rebound, McHale. John Bagley coming into the front court for Boston. Here's Klein with a turnaround shot. Rebound, McHale, and his follow is in. Kevin McHale with the offensive rebound. He has 6, and the Celtics now lead it by 4.
Bulls are getting really killed on their own board, Jim. You got to defend your own turf before you do anything else. Make sure you get the ball. You cannot run without it.
This is an 8-point run by Boston. Cartwright lefty hook, and the rebound to Joe Klein. Larry Bird guarded by Davis. Bird gets Davis in the air, makes contact, no foul, and the shot is missed. Jordan on the move. Takes Reggie Lewis and McHale to the hoop. Hands to Horace Grant, who laid it up, no good, then tips it up. No, it's finally tipped in by Grant. Horace stayed with it. 43-41 Celtics. Bagley pressured by Paxson. Reggie Lewis guarded by Jordan. Takes him around a Klein screen. Missed the dunk. Rebound tipped away. It is saved by Jordan to Grant.
Where's Michael?
He's off the floor. Now he comes back onto the court as Charles Davis holds in the front court.
Anybody here seen Michael?
Cartwright comes across the lane with a fadeaway jumper. Bill Cartwright's first field goal. That ties the game at 43. Bagley drives Paxson to the hoop, kicks for Klein, who finishes it off beautifully. Joe Klein with 10 in this quarter. Here's Jordan in the Bulls front court. Outside shot over Lewis. Michael Jordan has 10. John Bagley on the drive. Cuts through the Bulls defense and then takes it outside.
That last pick and roll they worked with Lewis. He should have had that shot.
Bagley guarded by Cartwright. There's Lewis posting Paxson. A shot blocked by Grant, but a foul on John Paxson. It'll put Lewis on the line to shoot 2.
Timeout, Boston. Foul call, John Paxson.
Michael, we asked where he went a second ago. He came in, saved the ball. Horace over his shoulder, disappeared. Whoa, he went in and took a hard slide, and now Mark Feil is looking at him. Here's a timeout's been called.
Timeout in the stadium. It's tied at 45. Back after these messages. Don't forget, fans, you can add your name to the Bulls season ticket waiting list. You can do it by calling the Bulls office at 943-5800, 943-5800. Reggie Lewis on the line for the Celtics.
Jim, you know, when you watch the game here on Channel 9, you watch those graphics that just went off the screen. The guy that puts them on is Joe Corneo. And happy birthday to Joe. Celebrating his birthday. Also, get well to Don Esposito at Christ Hospital. He's the purchasing director for the Sox and works with the Bulls. So we wish him a hurry up and get well.
2 free throws by Lewis, and Boston up 2. Horace Grant against Pinckney. Jordan from outside ties the game. Michael Jordan has 12. And boy, Bagley kicks the ball away and almost dribbled it dead to the floor. Now he comes across against Paxson. Bagley, a bounce pass off, stolen by Cartwright. Ahead to Horace Grant. He's having trouble finding the handle, and he double dribbles. Bulls are just out of sync in their transition activity tonight.
The Bulls had 12 turnovers last night, and those in the open court are the one that really hurt you, and that's 10 for the Celtics, 7 for the Bulls now.
2 minutes left in the half.
Reggie Lewis guarded by Jordan. Bagley against Paxson. Bird on the dump inside to Klein, knock loose. Horace Grant the steal. Up court, Scottie Pippen. Pippen shoots it out of the corner. Scottie Pippen lifts the Bulls into a 2-point lead. Pippen with 16. Jordan went after the dribble at Bagley, didn't get it.
You want to post Paxson up down low.
They're doing that. There's a lob into Reggie Lewis. Back to Bagley. Quick drive. On the cut, he gives it up to Pinckney, who is fouled going to the hoop. A lot of scissor activity by Boston. That foul is on Jordan.
His first penalty.
Ed Pinckney shoots 2. He was 2 for 4 last night against Milwaukee. He only scored 2 points in last night's game.
They do it well. They get a disadvantage, which they had with Lewis down low on Paxson, 6'7".
And they invite the double team.
Yeah, that's right. And when you do double team, they move it back out and they catch some guy flying right down the middle. And if that's not there, there's Mr. Bird standing outside with that ball, staring you down with about 5 feet between you and him.
Pinckney goes 0 for 2. The Bulls the ball up 2. 1:25 left in the half. Jordan against Lewis. Jordan gets cut off at the pass. Outside shot, Paxson. Rebound, Pinckney. Reggie Lewis on up court to Klein. Inside Bird. Bird's falling down. Shot is missed. Pinckney misses the tip. It's deflected to Klein. Boston gets another attempt, and Bird from three-point land. Rebound on the floor. Michael Jordan grabs it. 53 seconds left. Inside pass knocked loose and out of bounds. It belongs to Boston. Blaine Reichelt said it went off Horace Grant.
Too tough a pass for Michael to throw in there.
John Bagley up court for the Celtics, who can tie with a bucket or get the lead with a 3. Joe Klein up top. Comes left to Lewis. 10 on the shot clock. Lewis from the perimeter.
Boy, fired.
Bird the rebound. Pump fake. Now the layup, and a foul called, and Larry Bird shoots 2.
They're just destroying the Bulls.
Grant with the foul.
Larry Bird with the left-handed hook.
Bird on the line for the first time tonight. He was 11 for 12 last night from the free throw line. Now he has a chance to tie the game with 27 seconds left. Craig Hodges is in. Horace Grant is out. Horace Grant with 3 fouls. The only other Chicago players with more than 1 are guys off the bench. Armstrong, Perdue, and Davis each with 2. Bird rattles the rim with a second one. So the Bulls the ball up 1. Shot clock at 19. 2.2 difference. Paxson pressured by Bagley. Shot clock at 10.
Go. You better go.
6 to shoot. Hodges from deep. Bird the rebound. 2 seconds. Bagley with a 45-footer. And at halftime, the Bulls walk off with a 1-point lead in the second game of the NBA season. We've had a good one so far. A solid 24 minutes of action. It's the Bulls 49, Boston 48. When we return, Johnny Kerr visits with Bill Cartwright. He's been putting the ball up a lot. The halftime statistics show Boston shooting 42% from the field. The Bulls 4-7-9 from the field. At the foul line, the Bulls are 3 of 7. The Celtics 6 of 9. Second chance points, and that's the offensive rebounding that Johnny talked about. Boston 13 points to the Bulls 4. And the Celtics, of course, with the good players offensively around the hoop. McHale and Parrish, they've outscored the Bulls inside 28-16. The Celtics have also out-rebounded the Bulls 29-22. 11 Boston turnovers and 8 for the Bulls. Pippen with 16 points in this game. He's 8 for 14 from the field. Michael Jordan with 12. Horace Grant with 7. B.J. Armstrong with 4. And Bird leads Boston with 13, but it's Joe Klein off the bench in the second quarter. He scored 10. Not only did he give the Celtics a much-needed lift, but what he did was he gave Jim Rogers an opportunity to rest Parrish a long time in that second quarter. Parrish only played the first quarter tonight.
12 minutes he played. A hidden statistic in there also. You got some scores there. Go ahead.
76ers tonight leading Milwaukee in the fourth quarter. Orlando leading New Jersey in the third. Indiana with a real fight on their hands at home against Cleveland in the fourth. Here the third quarter is underway. Celtics in their first possession trying to regain the lead. Parrish high against Cartwright. Bagley against Paxson, 10 to shoot. Pinckney swings to Jim Paxson. Here's Bird open. Parrish the rebound. Another second chance opportunity. This one goes in. It'll be given to Robert Parrish, I believe. Parrish was the closest man to that tip in. Boston up 1. Scottie Pippen works at baseline, shoots on Bird. And the rebound to Parrish. Celtics on the run. Paxson drops it for Bird. Bird wheels around Pippen, then comes back. Shot clock at 10. Missed steal Jordan. Bird lost it. Pippen has it ahead to Jordan. Jordan in on Bagley. Gets racked up by Bagley. And Michael Jordan to the line to shoot 2. Bagley made sure Michael didn't get airborne.
Good steal underneath. Then Michael went up. He took off. Couldn't really get himself in a power move to go up. He took off and knew he was going to get fouled. So Michael shoots 2. Jimmy, hidden statistic that I talked about. Bill Cartwright had 5 steals in the first half and 4 assists. Those are unusual figures for Billy. But you and I talked, and I talked with him at halftime about how his game is coming around for the Bulls.
He really has. And it was late last year and on into the playoffs that he really began to make big contributions. Bulls a 1-point lead after the Jordan free throws, and Michael almost a steal. But Bird is free, and that means Boston has regained the lead. Larry Bird with 15.
I heard butterflies were free, but Bird was free.
Michael Jordan on the cut, leaves it for Pippen. In the weave, John Paxson. In it goes to Grant. Horace shoots on Pinckney. Larry Bird the rebound. Boston the ball up 1. Bird comes down, stops on Pippen. Paxson drives Jordan baseline. Michael knocked it away. Paxson gets it, 10 to shoot. Out front, Bagley against John Paxson. Bagley on the drive down the lane, drops it for Parrish, and Jordan a steal. He beat Paxson. He's wrapped up from behind by Paxson. It's a breakaway foul.
Nope.
Should be. He got him from behind.
He was in front of him when he grabbed him. He ended up behind him. Earl said it's just a 2-shot foul. He's running backwards. No, he's in front of him when he reaches out to grab him, and he ends up being tugged along in.
Well, last night Cartwright was in front of the guy.
That's right. He was in front, and they called the same thing. We got a different guy though here. This is the guy named Earl Strom doing this. This is last year. He doesn't care what the players or anybody thinks. He's going to call what he sees.
2 more free throws by Michael Jordan, and the Bulls lead by 1. 10:03 left in the third. Jordan's 4 free throws. That's it for the Bulls so far offensively in the second half. Larry Bird out front. Here's Parrish against Cartwright. Chief doubled up. He nearly walked. His pass is loose and out of bounds. It's Michael Jordan who forced that turnover, doubling the post with Cartwright against Parrish.
Jordan's been all over the court tonight. He had 4 steals in the first half.
Shot clock at 18 as the Bulls get into the offense. Here's Cartwright. He wheels on Parrish. Paxson back into Cartwright. Across the lane goes Bill, and he gets the shot down. Bill Cartwright with 5. Now he's 6 points away from a career mark of 10,000.
Oh boy.
The Bulls lead at 55-52 with 9:16 left in the third. Jim Paxson dancing on the dribble. Drives Jordan into the lane. Michael chopped it away. Pinckney up and shooting. Rebound. Pippen knocked away by Bird. Scotty gets it. Throws on ahead to Jordan. Michael feeds Grant underneath, and it's out of bounds. Knocked out by Pinckney.
The Bulls are doing something this year that they haven't done for the past couple of years, is getting the ball up the court via the pass, not the dribble.
That's the quickest way, right?
Yes, sir.
Pippen hands inbounds to Jordan. Michael against Jim Paxson. Takes it baseline left all the way to the hoop. Rebound fight on the floor. Jim Paxson has it.
Bird's loose.
Yep, and has it and shoots on Pippen. Larry Bird with 17. Boston staying within 1. .8:35 left in the third. Paxson underneath. John Paxson on a feed from Jordan.
Well, you don't see Pax get too close to get a layup. At that time, it looked like Bagley turned his head. John made a nice move, laid it with the left hand.
Now Boston back trying to counter. Here's Pinckney over Grant. Ed Pinckney. 6 points in this game. Celtics stay within 1. 57-56. Horace Grant on the cut to Jordan. Nice play.
Horace making that drop pass out of the pivot. We talked about his moves out of there, Jimmy. Now if he had that, he could be really getting tough this year.
Michael has 18 points in the game. Bird against Pippen. Here's Parrish. Nearly lost it in double team traffic. What's the call? A foul before the shot.
Michael?
Yes. That's the second foul on Jordan. First team foul on the Bulls here in the third quarter. 7:51 left. Paxson pops free. Parrish on the tip. Robert Parrish with a left-handed tip. He has 9. That's where Boston stays within 1.
That's where they destroyed the Bulls. He had 29 rebounds at 22, but 11 of them were off the offensive glass.
John Paxson in the corner against Bagley. He goes back into Horace Grant. Horace with a lefty hook. Horace Grant with 9. So the last couple of times down the floor, the Bulls have scored running it through Horace Grant in the post.
Yeah, Horace is posted up, right?
Yes, either Horace making the pass or the basket. Pinckney coming back. He lost it out of bounds. Knocked out by the Bulls. 11 on the shot clock.
See if Bird gets it in and steps in bounds real quick to get it back.
He has it back, but not real quick. His shot blocked by Pippen. Ball is loose. Jim Paxson knocked it out of bounds. The Bulls have it. Scottie Pippen made the defensive play on Bird. Reggie Lewis is coming in for Boston. Jim Paxson out. And a timeout, Bulls. With 7:05 left in the third, the Bulls lead by 3. Next Tuesday, the Detroit Pistons are here. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls magnet schedule courtesy of Coca-Cola. Then on November 11th, Seattle is in. First 1,500 kids 12 years and under receive a Jordan Bird electronic game courtesy of Tiger Electronics. The Bulls the ball up 3. Paxson from outside. It's a 5-point lead. John Paxson has 6. The biggest Bulls lead in this game has been 6. They've got 6:45 left in the third. Bird under pressure. Dumps it for Pinckney. Jordan a block, but a foul on Michael Jordan and Ed Pinckney on the line. Jordan with his third. 2 team fouls on the Bulls.
Bird with the good pass when he got double teamed. Pinckney put it down, went up. Cartwright was in front of him, but reaching behind Michael Jordan with the foul.
Ed Pinckney missed 2 free throws in the first half tonight. Has 6 points in the game. There is 7. And he's now 3 for 6 free throwing on the young season. Pinckney again. The Celtics and Jim Rogers are within 3. Just about 6.5 minutes left in the third. Here's Jordan, low right. Hitting the shot over Reggie Lewis. Michael Jordan has 20. Boy, everything is coming so smoothly for Michael. Even last night, John, they said, well, you know, it was all Michael down the stretch, but it was coming to him. He didn't force anything. Here's a ball loose, and Paxson has it on the run. Michael Jordan to the hoop. And the Bulls have their biggest lead at 7. Jim Rogers takes time. The stadium crowd alive with 6:03 left in the third. 67-60. Well, our next telecast on Channel 9 of Bulls basketball on Saturday, November 18th. The Bulls at Seattle at 9 o'clock Chicago time. It's a 7-point Bulls lead at the 6-minute mark for the third quarter. Bagley runs the show for the Celtics. Lewis under pressure of Jordan. Plays into McHale.
Oh, good
shot
block.
blocked by Cartwright. Cleared by Grant. Again, the Bulls throw it to Pippen, and he scooped it in.
What a total great play that was from the block shot all the way, Jimmy.
Throwing ahead on the break, John, as you said earlier, is really making this a different team. Parrish out of the post, shoots on Cartwright. Good, and a foul on Bill Cartwright.
Scottie Pippen gets down the court over McHale's head. He catches it and adjusts the shot beautifully off the glass and in on the dead run. Nice pass from Michael. Put it right to him, but a good block by Cartwright to start that. Now Cartwright gets called with the foul here. You know, you talked about things coming into flow, Jim, as Michael getting into the flow. Well, in the paper this morning, Ronnie Harper at Cleveland said, yeah, Michael had 54 quiet points.
The 3-point play by Parrish cuts the Bulls lead to 6. Cartwright now trying to return the favor against Parrish. There's bang, no call. The shot missed. Lewis collects the rebound. Reggie Lewis slips on the dribble, and Michael Jordan takes a dive at it and knocks it out of bounds.
Cartwright just had that block I talked about a minute ago. He came over to help Horace Grant.
He had a big block last night against the Cavs. Larry Bird on the drive across the lane. Dumps for Parrish, and a foul called, and Robert Parrish back to the line, going for another 3-point play opportunity. Scottie Pippen with the foul.
Scottie didn't react quick enough. Now Bird makes the move, and he had all kinds of help on him. He laid it inside. Scottie trailed Parrish on it instead of trying to get inside, intercept the pass. So Parrish with a 3-point play comes back here again now.
Just when the Bulls thought they might run away.
Yeah.
Boston within 3 on 2 3-point plays by Parrish. He's got 15 points in the game, and 10 of them in the third.
Well, you hit it on the head. You said he's going to be fresh. He played 12 minutes.
Michael Jordan around a Cartwright screen. A hook pass off to Cartwright. Steps up, drops the ball on the floor. It's grabbed by Grant. Horace with a layup. No, tipped in by Cartwright. Here comes Bagley back for Boston all the way to the hoop, and he is fouled.
But Michael?
No, fourth if it is. Scottie Pippen with his second. And before Bagley goes to the free throw line, let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Channel 9 in Chicago.
John Bagley scoreless so far. Still looking for his first point of the evening. Paxson is out. B.J. Armstrong is in. 4:34 remaining in the third. The Bulls are in front by 5. They just had a 9-point lead cut to 3. Bagley rims the second free throw in. B.J. Armstrong guarded by Bagley. Pippen holding on Bird. In it goes to Jordan, and a foul on Reggie Lewis.
That's only number 3 team foul, the first one on Reggie Lewis.
But the Bulls know that if they're going to get the Celtics in foul trouble, they're going to have to run it through the post a few times. They go inside to Jordan again. A dish for Grant. Horace trying for the shot, had it blocked out of there by Parrish. And Scottie Pippen has it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Pippen's lead-in hanger. Short. Pippen his own rebound. Scottie Pippen with 20. Here come the Celtics on the run, and Bird guides it home. Larry Bird with 19.
We talked earlier about about their ability to react and get that basket back real quick, and Bird just showed you how easy it was to do it.
Jordan in the weave, hands to Pippen. Robert Parrish the rebound. Up court, Kevin McHale. He lays it in. So these old guys are out running the floor now. McHale with 8 and Boston within 2.
He's the youngest of the old guys at 32.
And he looks the oldest.
Yeah, he does.
Michael Jordan against Lewis. Takes the 3.
Yeah, but no good.
Out of bounds. It hit the shot clock, the basket support.
Michael's got such a touch that even when it doesn't count, it goes in.
Now Boston has a chance to tie. 3:15 left in the third. Celtics running that set offense. A lob pass into Parrish, and a foul called on Jordan. That's his 4th. The Bulls are over the limit. Robert Parrish on the line.
That's his 4th penalty.
There are nights when you like to see Earl Strom, like in Boston Garden and
on the road is right.
Madison Square Garden, the Palace, just to name a few.
He's been known not to be intimidated by a crowd, and he isn't tonight.
Interesting look now. Stacey King replaces Jordan. Grant, King, Cartwright, Pippen, and Armstrong. Parrish trying to salvage one at the line. 0 for 2. Cartwright the rebound. So the Bulls with 3 minutes left in the third, still up by 2. Grant dumps into King against Parrish. King wheels out of the post. Lefty hook missed. Tip won't go. Ball on the floor and out of bounds to Boston.
You know, the one thing Stacey's not doing, he's coming back on that left side trying for the jump shot lay-in. Take the little hook. Take that little hook to the hoop.
Now again, Boston with a chance to even things up. Parrish with a pass inside to McHale, and a foul on Stacey King.
Fouls on Stacey King. His 2nd penalty.
When the Bulls jumped to a 9-point lead, Boston went back to the basic. Get it into the post.
That's right. And they
got
that.
2 3-point plays in a row by Robert Parrish to cut it to 3.
Feed the big guys. Feed the big guys down low.
Kevin McHale with 9. His 10th point ties the game at 73. 2:35 left in the third. King in the post, hands to Grant, carried the ball. Horace Grant on the handoff from Stacey King. Boston looking for the lead. Bird plays it into McHale. Half hook, left it short. Ball on the floor, Lewis. Rebound, King with McHale all over him. And now Pippen into the front court. 2 minutes for the third. Horace Grant over the top to Cartwright. Cartwright wheels in the lane. Lefty flip is in. Bill Cartwright with 9. The Bulls go up 2. Craig Hodges ready to come on for Chicago. Reggie Lewis spots up and fires. It won't go. The long rebound to Horace Grant, ahead to Pippen. Scottie takes it in on Dennis Johnson and draws the foul on DJ. Dennis Johnson with his 2nd, and Scottie Pippen to shoot 2.
It's only their 4th, but he'll be shooting 2. They get it ahead. The pass didn't have much on it. Horace couldn't get much on it. but flipped it up over his shoulder. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He has been in a drought from there in this game. Jimmy missed the 2 free throws he's had.
He has 20 points in the game after 19 last night, and he rims the first one no good. 1:38 left, third quarter. Pippen puts the Bulls in front by 3. Reggie Lewis at the point this trip for Boston. Works around a McHale screen. Shot clock at 10. Here's McHale. Doubled in the post. Dumps it under to Bird, who dropped it for Parrish. Parrish's shot is blocked, but a foul call. Bill Cartwright with the foul, his second. Parrish to shoot 2.
The obvious man to get it to was Bird. They did underneath, and Bird, eyes behind his head, dropped past it to Parrish. Dropped past it. Made a drop pass.
Parrish hits the free throw. Parrish with 16 points. Kevin Gamble is in. Bird is out. Parrish second free throw. It won't go. Stacey King collects the rebound. DJ Armstrong hustles on the dribble. In it goes to Cartwright. He wheels around Parrish and gets clobbered under the hoop. Bill Cartwright to shoot 2.
That's a move that Bill normally gets called for hooking. He got the ball. Let's take it and see if we can see it here. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did hook, but he got hit on this side. Obviously, the official was away from the official underneath. But when Bill makes that move, he has a tendency to reach out with the right hand and grab his man, and got away with it that time.
And followed McHale, his second. Cartwright's free throw. That's 10 points for him in the game. So like Boston, when the going got tough, the Bulls have gone through the post to come up with the offense, and it's working. Cartwright hits the second free throw. The Bulls lead by 4. 1 minute remaining in the third.
Bulls trap a little bit here.
Gamble has it in the front court. Dennis Johnson off the drive. Guarded by Armstrong. McHale against King. Back to Johnson for 3. The long rebound, Stacey King. Hands to Pippen. 44 seconds left. Pippen a quick drive. Shoots the off-balance shot.
Well, they wanted a 2-for-1 that time, Jimmy, and he just took up the slack. And as he came down and gave it sort of a hesitation move, and then he put the burners on, went by, and Reggie Lewis put the foul on him, his second foul. Nice play by Scotty. Scotty has taken over when Michael is set down. A beautiful hand here for Bill Cartwright as he's replaced by Will Perdue. Standing ovation.
10,000th career point.
Fantastic.
Bill Cartwright with those 2 free throws hit the 10,000 career point mark.
A standing ovation from the fans here. They appreciate it. Boy, you don't hear that very often in a stadium for Chicago Bulls Center.
That's right. Scottie Pippen hits the free throw. The Bulls lead by 7. 35 seconds left in the third. Dennis Johnson pressured by Armstrong. Reggie Lewis under pressure. Hits the shot. He was body hunting on the way up. No call, but he hit the shot. He's got 8.
Take your time, guys.
That's right. Scotty holding. Shot clock at 18. 1 difference. Hodges plays into King. 12 to shoot. Pippen has it blocked. King with a follow. Rebound Lewis. 6 seconds. Boston plenty of time to score. Gamble with 3. Launches a 3. Rebound Armstrong as the third quarter comes to an end with the Bulls in front by 5. 81-76. Well, before we go to the fourth quarter, a program reminder. Later tonight on Channel 9, robbing the bank. That was easy, but the getaway, that was tough. At 10:30, Steve McQueen and Ali McGraw are partners in crime for one of Sam Peckinpah's greatest movies. Don't miss The Getaway tonight at 10:30 on Chicago's very own Channel 9. It's a 5-point Bulls lead. The fourth quarter starts with Purdue in the lineup for the Bulls. King, Pippen, Hodges, and Armstrong. Boston with Dennis Johnson, Reggie Lewis, Kevin McHale, Joe Klein, and Kevin Gamble. Armstrong into the front court. Hodges from outside left it short. McHale clears. The Bulls went up by 9 in the third, and Boston quickly cut into the lead and caught him. And now the Bulls have extended it back to a 5-point lead. 8 on the shot clock. Reggie Lewis gets it into McHale. The Bulls double on him. His shot blocked by King, cleared by Armstrong. BJ on the push. Takes it all the way down. Hodges deep in the corner. Rebound, Kevin Gamble.
Well, you just saw something you don't normally see.
And maybe we'll see it again. Yeah, missed the shot anyway, but there's Klein to follow it up. Klein again.
Somebody get him.
Joe Klein eating the Bulls alive. He's got 12 points in the game.
He hasn't made a shot, Jim, out of a foot.
That's right. All of his stuff on layups or offensive rebounds. Stickbacks. Purdue trying to return the favor, and Klein blocked the shot, but Purdue follows his own miss, and Klein gets the rebound. 81-78. Bulls the lead. Boston the ball. Kevin Gamble plays into Kevin McHale. The fadeaway shot brings the Celtics to within 1. Kevin McHale with 12. Horace Grant at the scorer's table for the Bulls. B.J. Armstrong. Hodges dumps into King. King with a right-handed hook, rims it, no. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul on Stacey King.
That's the play. I wanted to see him go with the left hand. This time he threw the right up, and Phil was getting him at that kickoff luncheon that he doesn't have a right hand, but he just went the. You've got to take it when you're in that position to do it. It just fell off the rim. So Horace Grant in.
Will Purdue out. Boston with a chance at the lead, and 10 minutes left in the game. Reggie Lewis gets the corner turn and gets the shot down, and the Celtics take a 1-point lead. Boston has scored 6 in a row to start the fourth quarter. B.J. Armstrong puts the Bulls up 1. What a cold-blooded shot that was.
3 for 3. Didn't really look like he had control, but when he went up, but he did when he shot it.
Here's McHale inside, shots blocked by Pippen, cleared by Pippen. Scotty a bouncer ahead to Hodges. Craig puts the Bulls up by 3. Craig Hodges first 2 points of the contest. Coming on the fast break, and Jim Rogers wants time. 9:15 remaining. 85-82 Bulls back after these messages. Be here in the stadium to feel the excitement of Bulls basketball. For ticket availability, call area code 312-902-1919. It's a 3-point Bulls lead as Craig Hodges scored in transition. Redhead.
Scottie Pippen gave him a beautiful lead pass, and Dennis Johnson ran right by him as Craig laid it up and in.
Armstrong pressuring Dennis Johnson. They give it to McHale. Dennis Johnson looks low and finds Gamble, and his shot goes down, and he's fouled.
King and the foul. Well, during the timeout, they set it up. Let's take the little man down low, and they did. Gamble, very strong player out of Iowa, was able to knock it in. Tries for 3.
Michael Jordan at the scorer's table. Gamble ties the game at 85. His first 3 points of the game. Inside of 9 minutes. B.J. Armstrong looking for spacing. Now gets a screen from King. Horace Grant over the top to Stacey King. He had it stripped. Celtics look for the lead. Reggie Lewis against Pippen. Here's Klein having it knocked away by King. Grant trying to save and does to Pippen. Scotty a bouncer ahead to Armstrong, and Armstrong is fouled by Dennis Johnson. That's his third. First team foul on Boston. Jordan is in. Hodges is out. 8:25 remaining.
That must mean it's about time for Bird. No, Bagley will be coming in here in a second.
Milwaukee wins tonight on the road at Philadelphia, so the Bucks, who lost to Boston last night, are 1-1 on the young season. New York Knicks win at home against Miami, 119-99. And Detroit hangs on in the Cap Center and beats Washington 95-93.
Larry Bird did come in, Jim.
Michael Jordan did too. He misses the shot. Grant's tip won't go. Rebound on the floor. Boston has it. The Celtics coming back. 8:10 remaining. Pippen knocks the pass out of bounds, intended for Bird.
Hey, guess who caught it? Joe O'Neill, Bulls ticket manager.
And because of his expertise at selling tickets, he couldn't find an empty seat to sit in, right?
Yeah, he's got
to be walking by. Here's Bird working baseline. And Boston takes the lead. Larry Bird with 21. Scottie Pippen against Bird. Pippen shoots from the corner. Rebound, Joe Klein. Bagley has it. Lobs it ahead to McHale. The ball loose, and Pippen comes up with it. Michael Jordan on the drive down the lane. The off-balance shot, no, but a foul call. Reggie Lewis with a foul, his third.
Michael breaks down a lane, draws all kinds of green jersey. Looked like Bagley hit him, but they say no, that it's Reggie Lewis.
Jordan to shoot two with 7:32 left. Cartwright is back in. Paxson is back in. Jordan, one more free throw here. Best he can do now is bring his club to within one. Boston the lead and the ball. Here's a pass out of bounds. Knocked out by Jordan, says Blaine Reichelt.
Michael didn't really argue, so I guess he did, right?
16 to shoot, I reckon. Celtics have it in play. Bagley.
Nobody here.
Bird around the McHale pick. Celtics.
Nobody near him. He came around that. He was so wide open.
Bird's got 23. 7 minutes left to go in the game. 89-85 Boston.
Bird plays Scotty just right in the spacing. A little bit too far for him to take the shot.
Here's Jordan against Reggie Lewis. Jordan down the lane to the right. Walk, no call. Lost it anyway. On the drive is Bagley. Larry Bird open. It's on the way, and the shot won't go this time. McHale the rebound. Back to Bird. Bird driving Pippen, and a reach-in foul on Scottie Pippen. That's his third. The third team foul on the Bulls. With 6:41 left to go in the game. A timeout in the stadium. And the Boston Celtics lead by 4, 89-85. Tuesday, the Bulls have the Pistons here. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls magnet schedule courtesy of Coca-Cola. Then on November 11th, the Seattle Supersonics are in, and the first 1,500 kids 12 years and under receive a Jordan Bird electronic game courtesy of Tiger Electronics. Boston leading by 4 with 6:41 remaining. It's going to be a little more difficult to come back against the Celtics tonight than it was last night against a young, relatively inexperienced Cleveland club.
You saw the Celtics 6 for 11 here in this quarter. The Bulls 2 for 10.
Passes out of bounds. Reggie Lewis intended for Bird.
You see the way they do it. They draw everybody to the middle. Bird just backsteps out. He was all alone again. He just gets himself so wide open.
The Bulls could use a hoop this trip. It's in pretty good hands right there. Michael Jordan has 24, and it's a 2-point lead for Boston. Joe Klein, Bird at 3-point range. Lewis nearly walked, now shoots on Jordan. Boston up 4. Reggie Lewis with 12. Last night he had 26 against Milwaukee in the Celtics victory. 5:45 left. The Celtics have reduced this to a half-court game. Pippen's fadeaway jumper rims in. Scottie Pippen with 26. A 2-point Boston lead this trip. 5.5 minutes left. Bagley outside. Bird plays into Klein. Lefty hook. Left it around and in. He did get it to go. Joe Klein has had the game of his life. 14 points tonight. He's been super. Scottie Pippen holding on Bird. We near the 5-minute mark for the game.
See, Bird won't come out and close the gap, and then he can't get the ball into Cartwright.
Jordan with 10 to shoot, and off the ball we get a foul called.
There's Klein. All right.
Joe Klein with his second. Boston with...
He says, not me. He does the pushing. I get the foul.
3-team foul. Yeah. The Bulls have it in play. They trail by 4. Horace Grant gives to Paxson. The outside shot cuts it to 2. John Paxson with 8. Oh, Johnny. We got another one like last night, right? 4:40 left. 93-91 Boston. Joe Klein feeds Reggie Lewis, and his hook won't go. Rebound, Horace Grant. The Bulls the ball, a chance to tie. Scottie Pippen's turnaround. Scottie's got 28 points in the ball game, and a timeout taken by Jim Rogers with 4:17 remaining. It's all square in the stadium at 93.
Coach Johnny Bach said in an article, Jim, earlier in the year that Scottie was on, quote, the cusp of greatness. And, boy, he has been right on that cusp all day, all evening.
Jim Rogers gets Robert Parrish back into the game. Bagley starts it out to the left against Paxson. There's McHale in the post against Grant, and Horace Grant reached in and fouled him. That's 14 fouls on the Bulls. The 4th foul on Grant. It's on Paxson, I'm sorry. That's his second. And the 4th team foul. Bird looks to bring it in. He comes into Bagley. Boy, Pax almost had that pass, but Parrish picked him off. Reggie Lewis reloaded the foul line, rimming good, and a foul on Michael Jordan. That's his 5th. Reggie Lewis, big shot.
Basket went in, and it does count. That's his 5th basket, but Michael Jordan with the 5th foul.
Well, Michael got on that replay.
Yeah.
Reggie Lewis nails the free throw. He's got 15-7 here in the 4th quarter, and Boston leads by 3. Jordan against Lewis. Michael takes it baseline left. Works around a Cartwright screen. Jordan with 11 to shoot down the lane and throws it out of bounds. A pass intended for Horace Grant, but Horace was cutting baseline. So Boston with a 3-point lead in the ball and 3:42 left. The Bulls in need of a defensive stop this trip. This veteran Celtics club. Paxson ties up Bagley.
Bagley trying to get the ball over to Lewis in that corner so they could isolate Michael one-on-one. He's got 5 that'd like to drive on him. And while he was trying to direct traffic, Pax went out, grabbed the ball, tied him up, and we got a jump at center court.
The one thing the Bulls have done very well tonight defensively, they have contested Bagley at every turn. And the tip to the floor, Reggie Lewis saves. Bagley trying to get him into the offense. Here's Bird down the lane. Shoots it up, no good. A foul on Cartwright. Bill Cartwright with his 3rd. As soon as Bird felt contact, he did the flop.
He did. He put that shoulder in, faded away. The ball came up short, but he'll shoot 2. He split a pair early in the game. Hasn't been to the free throw line since, but 3:18 to go here. You can't let this club sneak on out.
Has a 4-point lead now. Bird with 24 points in the game. Bird hits them both. The Celtics go up 5. Michael Jordan against Lewis. Isolated. Now a screen from Cartwright. Jordan, a hook pass off to Cartwright. He fires. Rebound tipped out to Jordan. Michael lost it. Bagley had it. Stripped by Grant. Pippen backs up for three. Doesn't take it and hands to Jordan with 2:52 left.
I thought Scotty was going to up with that three.
Here's Jordan again. Hook pass off to Cartwright. Roll into the hoop. He laid it up. No good, but a foul called. Cartwright to shoot two.
I think Bird reached in there on the foul. A nice play by Michael, and Bill could have made that or gone up and slammed it. Bird stepped in to take the foul and
went on McHale. The foul is on McHale. He slapped him on the head. And a timeout taken by Boston. 2:44 remaining. Celtics lead by 5, 98-93. We'll keep it here. Well, we talked earlier, John. It's one thing to come back against they're here for their only appearance, and the first 1,500 kids 12 years and under receive a Jordan Bird electronic game courtesy of Tiger Electronics. 2 minutes 44 seconds left. Larry Bird with 6 of his 25 points here in the fourth quarter. And Boston in front by 5. Bill Cartwright, who has scored 11 points tonight and hit the 10,000 mark for his career, now has 10,001.
Michael Jordan with humane numbers tonight. They've held him pretty good.
Michael with 24 points so far. Cartwright's offering draws the Bulls to within 3. The Bulls need to finish it off defensively, and they extend the defense into the backcourt. Bagley under pressure of Paxson. There's Bird against Pippen. Scotty pokes it away to Paxson. Pax loses it. It's kicked out of bounds by Boston. The Bulls have it with 20 on the shot clock.
Good poke away by John Paxson and Scotty as Bird was looking for that shot down low. A crowd into it here now in the stadium, 18,000 strong.
Pippen comes in to Jordan. Horace Grant feeds Pippen. Scotty steps baseline. Picked up by Parrish in the switch. Outside Paxson. He drives it baseline. He's fouled by Bagley. John Paxson to shoot 2. Bagley with his second. 5 team fouls on Boston.
They moved the ball around the corner here, and Pax, I think he felt the foul and started to go up with it. Went out of his hand. He hasn't been at a free throw line tonight. A tough situation for any free throw shooter. Pax a good one.
He wasn't on the foul line last night either. He's a little too strong with that first one. Yep. 2:16 remaining. It's a 2-point game. Paxson with 9. The Bulls got to stop the last trip. They're looking for another one. Bird on the come around.
Block, Scotty. Nope.
Foul called.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul. On Bird, he took Pippen down. Larry Bird with his 3rd foul of the night.
He came around the screen. He took a shot. Oh, that was very tough to call.
Oh, man. Looked like roughing the kicker to me.
Maybe it was before he came around on the screen, Jim. That sure didn't look like it.
Well, then it was a very late whistle. Here's Paxson hounded by Bagley. Bulls looking to tie this trip. Pippen on the cut. Checked by Bird. 8 to shoot. Scotty guarded by Parrish. Parrish ties him up. A tremendous defensive play by Robert Parrish. He just waited for Pippen to lift the ball off the dribble. Reached over and tied him up with 1:42 left.
What Scotty was doing was just yo-yoing the ball, not going anywhere. So this would be a big one. Watch the long tap down. Lewis breaking. Oh, protect your backcourt, bullies.
You got that right. Big height advantage to Boston. Tips it to the floor, and what's the call? They'll re-jump.
This is why there are not 4 jump balls at the quarter in the start of the game, Jimmy. They just try to knock it right out of the guy's hand that's throwing it up. Throw it on the floor and let him go after it.
Like hockey, right? Ball on the floor, still loose, and another jump ball. Well, they ran out 3 seconds. Pippen and Lewis now.
Yeah.
I like the Bulls' chances a little better here. 1:39 left. Boston has it. Boy, the Bulls have put some pressure on their defense. Here's Lewis, free along the baseline. The rebound belongs to Boston.
Jump ball
by the Bulls.
Jump ball again.
Jump ball. Earl Strom called it one way and Blaine Reichelt the other.
Let's see who hits it if you can make a decision. How about right there?
Kevin McHale hit it out of bounds.
Looked like he hit it off of Pippen. Bird's going to get the tap to him. Be careful.
McHale and Grant. And Bird has it. Here's McHale. Jordan knocked it loose, but it's grabbed by Parrish and dunked. Robert Parrish scores to put Boston up 4. 1:18 remaining. Michael Jordan against Lewis. Jordan takes it right of the lane, off to Paxson. Back out to Jordan. Outside jumper on the way. Rimming no. Tip try Cartwright. Good. It's a 2-point game with 1:04 left. Bagley calls the play. Bird wheels in the lane. Parrish has it. His shot on the way, no, but a foul on Cartwright.
Yeah, Cartwright did get him. Too aggressive stepping out.
On the replay, watch the feet of Robert Parrish if we have them. He does a little dance as he catches the ball.
He does. He catches it.
Couldn't quite see it.
Yeah, Bill did get him in a timeout call.
49.9 seconds left. Boston in front by 2. Well, our first 2 games of the year on Channel 9, we have had outstanding NBA action. A close game last night that went to overtime, and the Bulls won. And this game tonight, that's flirting with overtime. Boston up 2 with a tenth of a second less than 50 seconds left in the game.
Well, we know how Jimmy Rogers felt last.
In this game, Robert Parrish is 4 for 6 free throwing, 18 points in the contest.
Jimmy, remember something else too. The Bulls have 1 warning for an illegal defense. The Celtics don't have any, so that could come into play here too.
The Chief delivers, but not accurately. The ball on the floor is still loose, and a jump ball is called. Scottie Pippen and Kevin McHale, or Horace Grant and Kevin McHale.
3 jump balls here in about the last minute. The Bulls haven't controlled any one of them, and what a break they get as Parrish misses 2 free throws.
But again, a big height advantage to Boston.
Well, you
McHale at 6'11" and Pippen at 6'7".
Pippen the higher jumper, but the smarter jumper is McHale. He's more involved in jump balls than Scottie is.
46.7 seconds left.
McHale, the quick tipper.
He's going right to Bird. And Bird has it. Outside Bagley. Inside of 40 seconds. Bird is open. He walked, no call. Grant to steal. Bulls looking to tie, trying to get a 2 for 1. In the corner, Pippen. Horace Grant feeds Jordan. They won't get a 2 for 1. Jordan on the drive across the lane out to Paxson. Pax turnaround jumper on the way. Timeout Boston with 18.6 left. It's a 20-second timeout for the Celtics.
Oh, Pax with an off-balance shot, Jim. He went to the middle, spun around on Bagley, went up in the air. Nothing but net. Johnny Paxson. Time going off the clock. Pax hits a big, big shot.
I'll tell you what, Reds, we are seeing the new look Bulls tonight.
Yes.
It is not Superman in the 4th quarter. It is Paxson coming up with 5 of his 11. It is Scottie Pippen with 28 points in the game, 4 of them here in the 4th quarter. It's Bill Cartwright with 5 of his 16 in the 4th quarter.
Well, This is where we sat. One more timeout left. I believe only one now. Yes, the Celtics only have one full. The Bulls have two.
They're taking it the length of the floor to spread the Bulls defensively. Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Inside of 10 seconds.
Bird low.
You can't double yet. Now you can quickly. Bird's jumper, good. With 3.6 seconds left, Larry Bird gives the Boston Celtics a 2-point lead. The Celtics came down and executed beautifully. They ran off 13. Refs aren't versed on NBA defensive rules. Remember, you cannot double team a player off the ball. You can only send someone once he gets it.
Yeah, that's what Michael did, came after him. Here we go.
3.6 and a 2-point deficit. And Bird will pressure Pippen at the timeline. Scotty looking to bring it in. He comes into Horace Grant. Now to Jordan. Michael Jordan pumps a three. Blocked by McHale. The Boston Celtics win. And go to 2-0 in the young season as the Bulls record drops to 1-1. Another outstanding NBA game here in the stadium tonight. But unlike last night, when the Bulls were able to escape in overtime, tonight it's the Celtics who hang on and make the big plays down the stretch and win by 2. We'll return to Chicago Stadium and recap tonight.